Welcome to Two Tone Football. My name is Rocky C. I cover all Dallas Cowboys content and media. And Cowboys Nation, wow, what a last 2 days, I must say, huh? Something different is happening in AT&T and in Dallas. And it's honestly beautiful of what's coming into fruition of Schottenheimer's vision. So anyways, Dallas Cowboys just had a press conference to announce the new defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, Christian Parker. And he had his press conference. We'll drop a little bit of that as this video continues. But man, holy moly, I'm impressed, guys. At first, the last couple years, it's been, iffy. Four defensive coordinators in 4 seasons. Dan Quinn, Mike Zimmer, Eberflus, Christian Parker. Whew. Yeah, it's been crazy. And now we all remember Mike Zimmer. We all remember Dan Quinn. And last year, of course, Eberflus. Man, this guy's completely different than all three of those. Not only is he younger than all these people, just the way he carries himself, the way that, man, even just things that himself as a person is just completely different than what Dallas is so accustomed to. Um, so I am very excited because in this press conference, there's 3 things that he dabbed on that that just stuck out to me so much. And before I have some clips too, some audio bits that I'll release in the video, but before we get to those, some things that stood out to me that really I wrote down that just stuck with me is there was 40 interviews and Jerry Jones was with all 40 people. All 40 people, which is crazy because Schottenheimer released he was in the press conference with Christian Parker, and he said that Jerry was in the weeds doing everything being a part of the process and not backing down from that enduring process, which is pretty cool. I think Jerry's, I think Jerry's time is coming up and he knows, hey, this is it. So 40 interviews. Christian Parker was one of the last ones of the 40, and out of those 49 were for the defensive coordinator position. He was the last one, which is bonkers. Um, and one another quote he says is, "The game is won and lost up front." Meaning in the defensive linemen, I mean Philadelphia had Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Hilton, or I can't I can't remember. I'm probably blanking. Some rage baiting Eagles fan is probably going to comment on this. I know, I can't remember his name. They're all pretty good. They're fucking studs, man. Even on the edges with I can't think of your edges right now. I'm not an Eagle. I don't follow the Eagles like that, so I couldn't tell you. But they're pretty damn good. And I got to say that Chiefs Super Bowl, the Philadelphia's Eagles defensive line just beat the dog shit out of the Chiefs. I'm sorry, Zion, it happened. It breaks my heart too. It sucks. So I like that he takes that approach to this because what do we have, guys? We have first team All Pro Quinton Williams. Crazy. I'm even saying that. I'm even saying that we have Quinton Williams as a first, like he's a Cowboy. That's bonkers to me. Uh, Kenny Clark, who we traded, that was in the Parsons trade, who's also a dog, and then Oso Digizua, who had the contract extension, who have people have mixed feelings about. I understand that as well. Um, I don't like we're paying that much money, but I do think I like having those 3 there. I'd rather have the 3. Anyways, so I like how he's using that as an approach. Another one he says is you have to know who you're coaching. What hits one player might not land with another, which is such a good philosophy that I don't believe Eberflus ever followed. And I don't want to turn this into just dogging on Flus, but like I don't think that was ever a thing that Flus was known for. Yet alone Mike Zimmer, Dan Quinn was no Dan Quinn DQ had he was, but that's like 3 years ago, dog. That doesn't matter anymore. Eberflus and Zim couldn't do that, and this guy knows that he can't just preach the same thing to everybody, and if they don't get it, they just don't get it. No, everyone has different ways of learning things, which is I like that a lot. Schotty, head coach Brian Schottenheimer compared this signing to the same as Klayton Adams, which is huge because last year our offensive line too, just shifted into a part where we have a lot of success here. And of course, Schotty's calling plays, but Clayton Adams played a huge part of development, play, not play calling, but like planning, game planning, and just getting everyone ready for the offensive side of the ball and developing everybody. He did really well. And let's see what do we have here. Uh he had high praise for Siobhan Revel and Deron Bland. Apparently, I guess he scouted Revel in Philadelphia, and he had high praise for Deron Bland. My man name dropped the college that Bland played at. Matt Eberflus. I don't even know if Matt Eberflus knows what college any of his players went to that were pre-draft. I doubt he did. I doubt he did. Oh, and another thing is Christian Parker really liked the nickel position. He went all in on just like how the nickel position is also they have to cover like a DB, they have to blitz like a defensive end, and then they got to be physical like a linebacker. And I think that's so interesting because he really emphasized that nickel position. And guess who? We have the 12th overall pick. Hey, if he falls, a Caleb Downs as the nickel or that kind of utility player in that defensive, you know, the whole defense. Fuck it. Oh, that would be nasty. Crazy work. All right, so here's the clips here, guys. They're only about 10 seconds, give or take. I do not want to get copyrighted. I do not own any of these. These are all via Dallas Cowboys. I have the copyright link in the description. Please do not do not flag this account. Here's going to be the first one that caught my eye. So he's talking about what kind of defense Dallas is going to play. He goes a 3-4 defense with the 4-3 spacing, 4-2, 4-2-5. Yeah, 4-2-5, which is a nickel essentially. Um, and I'm going to play this right here in about 3, 2. Oh, actually, one more.
Core principles, I mean, will be a 3-4 by nature, but, 4-3 spacing will be appropriate, 4-2-5 and nickel, different front structures, coverages behind it.
All right, cool. Hey, NFL, please don't flag me for that. And if I do, I'll learn my lesson. Just please don't, Illuminati, don't destroy my account, please. All right, and another one. This was my personal favorite. Personally, I like the concept he brings up. A significant offensive power, a franchise quarterback plays on the side of the ball that can get things done for you. And he mentioned how he stayed up long nights preparing for Dallas's offense. And we've been preaching this to the world, man. Even it's unfortunate Cowboy fans also, there's some out there, there's a bunch actually, that just hate Dak Prescott, and that baffles me so much. I mean, there's only so much the guy can do in his out of the 3, 4 playoff games he's had. Anyways, different conversation. Um, but he knows, people who know ball, and there's NFL coaches out there that go, damn, if we just had a Dak Prescott, holy shit, it might be different. Uh, and this is what he had to say in regards to that.
It always helps when you have a franchise quarterback and offensive skill players on that side of the ball that can control the game for you.
But you know what, guys? I dig that heavily. I dig that heavily. And what kind of makes me think things are going to change? Shotty's building this culture that's setting up people for the future, which I really, really, really like. And not only that, man, Christian Parker wants to build his defensive around his players and his scheme. So he's kind of blending both of them rather than having a scheme and if you don't fit it, then you just don't get it. Rather than, oh, like if when you listen to me, it'll fit, you'll fit the scheme. And that's baloney. That's bullshit. I like how he knows, okay, what are your strengths as a player? How can I add that? How can I work with that to highlight those strengths and play use that to our advantage? I'm gonna play the snippet right now.
I think you build it around the players. Of course, you want to have your core principles and foundational beliefs. But as you kind of move forward in the process, what do your guys do well?
So I dig that, right? He's literally he wants to highlight the players to make sure they play to the best of their strengths, which is so good. I enjoy that so much. So they also have now going on to our hiring, we have our new DC. He has his staff as well. A quick little idea of just who are these dudes? Who are some of the dudes that he hired? I'm kind of gonna nail these down for you real quick. Defensive passing game coordinator and DB's coach, Derek Ansley. Um, okay, so for those understanding who don't know what a defensive passing coordinator is, essentially they analyze the opponent's film to identify passing tendencies, create coverage schemes, and coach the secondary, mostly cornerbacks and safeties, and while working on player development. So who Derek Ansley is so he was a coach at Alabama where he had led the nation in top scoring and total defense 2 consecutive years, and he helped mold players as Mika Fitzpatrick and Trayvon Diggs. Crazy, right? So that's our DB's coach, passing game coordinator, and I'm only gonna do 4 or 5 of these. I'm not gonna do all of them. There's 8, 9 of them. That's ridiculous. Okay, secondary coach Ryan Smith. He had a stint at Florida A&M. Defense was second in the nation, 5 in interceptions. He was the Arizona Cardinals cornerback coach. Three are Marcus Dixon's our defensive lineman coach. Former Cowboy, 2010, won a Super Bowl with the Rams as an assistant coach. And he worked with the Vikings for 2 years. They had 98 sacks. That's pretty fucking good. That's absurd. Our outside linebackers coach. Now these last two are going to be pivotal because we're now a 3-4. So we have our inside linebackers coach and our outside linebackers coach. Outside linebackers are more edge rushers. They like to, you know, bring pressure. He's a Georgia Bulldog who won a national championship in 2022 and multiple SEC titles and helped development of um Nolan Smith, right? Yeah, Nolan Smith and Jalen Walker from Philadelphia and the Falcons. And then the inside linebackers coach, Scott Simons, he was a coach from SMU, and I guess he brings an edge by instilling aggressive and higher rates to defend, I guess to attack the ball. High energy. So not only that, guys, I think Schotty cooked here. He now had a hand in this hiring process where the Joneses now realize, you know what? You're the guy. We trust you. We're gonna step back and let you do your job. And I like that because I think Jerry knows time's a ticking. Time's a ticking. All right, guys, appreciate the video. We'll have more coming out once more content drops. It's really slow right now. Also, too, check out or if you're unfamiliar with the channel, what we do here is with the seasons above, we do weekly picks, and me and my best friend, my co-host James, he covers the Detroit Lions. We just kind of riff about the NFL, go back and forth. Right now, it's the off season, so the draft time's coming up. I want to start. I have plans coming forward. We're just in the process of working with new editing softwares and just finding what's best for next year. So when the new season starts, it's the channel's just revamped. So guys, I appreciate you all watching for all that stuck around. You guys have a great day. Take care. Peace, y'all.